Well, hey there, strangers. Or am I the stranger? I'm the stranger. Anyways, hey friends. Thanks for tuning in. Hi, honey. We are in the beginning of fall. Well, it's not technically fall, but the leaves are changing and they're falling, and the weather is nice and cool in the mornings and at nights, and it's getting time. It's my favorite season. But just maybe 3 things to talk about, updates. So let's go ahead and just get into that. First update is my garden bench. This actually was Scott's workbench. It was under the carport, and we took it out, cleaned out the whole carport, and got rid of stuff and rearranged stuff and took stuff out and added stuff, you know. So, and I've got plenty of pots and garden stuff, and he said, you just take it. So we put it in the backyard, and now I have somewhere where I can, you know, plant stuff and guard. I don't know, just I was excited about that. So there's my garden potting bench. Alright, next up is the garden. The well-neglected garden. We've had this taken down for a while. Not a while, maybe a couple weeks now. But we are done. Still have figs and a bumblebee and wasp. They are eating on my figs. Have at it. But there's still some I could collect. Like that one. That one's a good one. Basil's still in here, but it's about time to get rid of that. And you can see the marigolds and basil. This is still basil. I forgot what was in here. It's been so long. And you can tell the weeds are still here. We've mowed it down just to see what we needed to do. But blackberries, we'll have to trim those up. Maybe I'll do a video on that. Still have my marigolds, and we've taken down the tomato plants, and we're in the process of taking all this down because we are doing something different next year. So stay tuned for that next year. We'll do that update. And I've gotten rid of my beans and cucumbers. I'm just kind of letting the beans dry out so I can pull them off easier. We'll see about collect them. Yeah, see, I can just break them apart and collect them, store them in a jar, put them in a dark place. I keep mine in a cabinet in like a spaghetti jar, and replant them next year. So we'll see what that one does. We've just kind of been throwing the tomato plants and clippings and all that just over back here where this was kind of the compost area. But yeah, just cleaning up. Everything is gone. It's bare, but we're gonna figure out something to do to not have this problem. I'm just, it makes you a little discouraged when it gets bad like this, especially when you work so hard and you were on top of it. You didn't really let it slip through your fingers, but that's what happens, I guess. So I'm not sure if we'll do it this year or if we'll wait till the beginning of next year, next spring. But we'll come in and we'll till it all up. We'll collect some leaves, help break down the dirt, and start fresh next year. But that's it for the garden. Hey, oh gosh, rocks. I don't have any more figs for you, sorry. All right, walking to the chicken coop, and the last little update I've got, a little backstory. Customer slash family friend slash neighbor. She's literally 2 neighborhoods over from us. She messaged me one day. It's probably been about 4 weeks now, but messaged me one day and said, my friend has this chicken that has been hanging out in her yard for a week. She says that there's no chickens around her, yada yada yada. Gives me her number. I reach out to her. and set up a time. She's actually just right down the road from me, so another neighbor. Small coincidence. But ooh, there's my random tomato plant. But anyway, so got a hold of her, and that's stuck in there, but got a hold of her, went over there and tried the first time to get the chicken. Couldn't get her, so she went through the fence and in the neighbor's yard and bushes, and I spent at least almost an hour trying to catch that chicken. I said, let her, you know, kind of watch for her, let her get back into your yard, put her in an area where she, you know, can't easily escape. And she said, that's perfect, because I have this one spot that she loves to hang out in. So I got her back in there. She called me back, and I went back over there, got her, and it took me at least 30 minutes, and then I had to get the girls out of the car to help me get her. Thought it was when I first saw her, I knew she was a hen, and wasn't quite sure on the breed. I knew she was a backyard breed, and I was thinking maybe bantam, not bantam, maybe a bantam with a mix of something or something. I don't know. Either way, put her on a group, trying to rehome her. Had several people tell me it was a rooster. My dad was telling me it was a rooster just from, you know, Google and whatnot, but ended up coming out, I don't know, 4 days later, because I've got her separated, and there were beautiful white eggs in the nesting box. Okay, you're for sure a hen. So we've been keeping her separated. Wanted to keep her separated in case she had any diseases. I went through and gave her some electrolytes and gave her some oyster shells and some rooster booster. Just there's a whole bunch of stuff, because her comb was pale and she wasn't looking too good, but she wasn't showing any signs of any other kind of sickness. So gave her some time. You know, you have to separate your chickens when you're introducing new ones to the flock, just in case. But ended up laying some eggs, and turns out she is a Leghorn, but she's still mixed with something. I have no idea what. She lays beautiful white eggs. I have no clue how old she is, but she should be joining the flock here shortly. I'm going to clip one of her wings. That's going to keep her off balance in case she wants to try to, I don't know, fly over and into the yard and get out. But we'll clip that and introduce her during the night so that the chickens can wake up with her, and then they're going to have to establish a pecking order. She's going to have to learn who is top dog and know that she is at the bottom. She has not been handled like my chickens have. You can tell she's very skittish. I've sat in there with her for a good little bit. In fact, let's go in. She knows when I open this gate it's feeding time, but she still scurries around to try to get away. But yeah, I just got her in my spare chicken coop area. Now she can go underneath and still go inside and sleep and hang out and scratch around and get acquainted with the chickens. Smokey here likes to stick her head through and peck around, and she doesn't seem to mind, so we're getting close to time to bring her out and introduce her, so maybe we'll do a video on that. But she's pretty, and I want to just hold her. I can hold her when I corner her, but she's a fast little booger. She was definitely hard to catch. Okay, you'll have to ignore how much this nesting box lid is falling apart, but we got an egg. And in fact, I need to come in here and clean this chicken coop out and give her something clean to sleep in. But I need to get a new little coop or get Scott to fix it or something. But yeah, that's my update. And then as soon as you get out, she comes out. You're gonna have to get used to me, sweets. I like to spend time with my chickens. And she gave me a heart attack the first night I had her. She was hopping around, you know, she's very unsure of where she was, but she was hopping around, getting on here and trying to fly up, and she actually broke the netting, and we had to put the rabbit cage on here because she got out. I had the gate wide open, the chickens were in the backyard free ranging, and I guess she got out and flew out and came to put the chickens up and close up for the night and check on her. She was not there. Texted my husband because the kids were already in bed. I didn't want to call them, but texted my husband and said I lost the chicken, or the chicken's not there, you know, something like that. And he comes out and we're looking all over the place, nowhere we thought maybe it joined the chickens in the chicken coop. Nowhere, we could not find those chickens. Scott, you know, starts walking back this way, comes over here. The chicken was literally sitting up here on the fence, roosting. You know, they got to be on the highest part. That's where they feel the most comfortable, is up high. So, but yeah, it was right around in this general area. It was so funny, and I had a heart attack. So good old chicken. We're gonna have fun with this one. But yeah, that's it for this video. I just got off work and I was getting to thinking, you know, Scott's making a video and I haven't made a video here recently, so I came out here to make videos. Good old unplanned. That's how I like it. So, but if you're curious on Scott's latest video, go ahead and hop on over to Nooe Lawn Care and you'll see what we're up to. But yeah, that's it. That's all I got for this video. We'll see about any more of a garden update. Probably not, just finishing up getting it clean. I'm gonna see about something to do with this tomato plant, and then introducing the chicken to the rest of the flock. So check back for that if you're interested. But thanks for joining, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye, friends.